Hello, beautiful people. How are you doing today? It's a beautiful day right here in Lagos, Nigeria.
Yep.
And this is the wedding show NG. I'm beautiful, and with me I have
Zainab. You're absolutely welcome to another beautiful episode on the wedding show NG.
Yeah.
On this show, we'll talk about weddings, we'll talk about wedding planning, we'll give you wedding inspirations on how to plan your wedding, how to be the ideal wedding guest, because some wedding guests,
OMG.
there are a lot to handle. So we'll give you everything you need to plan your wedding and to have that dream wedding.
Yes.
And today's episode we would be talking about a very, very interesting topic.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting topic and a very, very underrated topic as well.
Yeah.
I feel like this topic, people don't think about it, and that's why it keeps occurring over and over again.
Yes.
So guys, on today's episode we will be talking about the mistakes that couples make when planning their weddings.
Yes.
So take it away, beautiful.
We have broken it down and compiled a list of 9 mistakes that couple make when planning their wedding. Yeah. Okay, so starting off, number 1.
Drum roll.
Okay, so 1, we have couples that start planning before setting a budget.
Risky.
That is a pathway to disaster and heartbreak.
Very risky.
Yeah, because if you start the planning and then you're like oohing and eyeing and so many beautiful things, and at the end of the day, you did not reach or you pass your budget. If you pass your budget,
you're in for disaster.
So basically, do not start planning until you have set a budget to stick with. Always stick to your budget. So set a budget first, and then you start your planning.
Yes, exactly. I agree with you on that one. Set your budget first.
Yeah.
I mean, you need to know how much you have in your account first of all. I mean, it's not even knowing how much you have in your account, because of course you can. A sensible person will not use all the money he or she has
in your savings
in your
to start,
to plan a wedding. My dear, it's a wedding. It's not. They did not send you to come and feed the whole world.
Nation.
Do you get? So you need to have a budget so that you know what to do and what not to do. You'd have what to guide you from your wedding planning process up until
the wedding day.
And even after. Because if you don't have a budget, trust me, even after your wedding, you'll still be paying bills. Bills
and you're hungry.
Bills, and you don't want that. You had to put that one.
I had to put it.
And you don't want to be hungry. You don't want to be drinking garri after your wedding. Come on. So moving on to the next topic is, this is for couples who actually leave their wedding planning till the later stage.
Yeah.
They abandon it. I mean, your partner has proposed to you already, which makes sense. So all you need to do is start planning your wedding. Don't leave it till when it's late, or don't say I'm waiting for somebody to come and help me plan my wedding, or I'm waiting for money to start planning your wedding. No, I mean, planning your wedding does not mean that you're going to put food in the hall or going to arrange seats in the hall. It's just conscious effort, putting things down. I mean, I want this done this way. This is the vendor I'm using. This is the date I want to get married. And all of that. So you should start planning your wedding as soon as you get proposed to. Abi, what do you think?
And accept the proposal.
Exactly.
Start planning your wedding as early as possible. Get a planner if you can, which is very important.
Yes.
And then your planning process can start immediately to have a seamless wedding.
Exactly. Just make sure you put things down.
Yeah.
Make sure
That's
you put things down. Anything you remember, put it down so that you don't forget. Because during that period, you tend to forget things a lot.
Of things, yeah.
Because your head is. This one is telling you this one. He says, "Hey, how many guests are, auntie, you're coming from the village, and all of that." So try as much as possible to put things down when, planning your wedding.
Yeah, very, very important.
So next.
So moving to number 3 on our list is packing in your guests.
Okay.
They are not sardines. Don't pack them in.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
We have them a lot, especially in Lagos.
Yeah, don't do that. So if a venue, imagine a venue tells you, oh, we sit 500 comfortably. Venues, There are some venues, they know that they cannot sit more than 350. But because they want to market,
Yes.
they'll tell you, oh, we sit 500 to 700. So what you do is get an honest opinion. If they tell you that, oh, our venue sits 1,000, please take out 10%, which is 100, and do not exceed 900 in your wedding. Remember that when the wedding sits 500, for instance, that does not include the vendors that stay inside.
True.
So already, if your guests is already occupying the space for 500 people, you have other vendors that will be walking around and where is the space for them?
Especially live band. You know, live band is like they come with a community.
Live band takes more than the space the couple does. Like, seriously, live band, chill.
They come like a community, honestly.
Do you know there's some live bands that their stage is higher than the couple stage?
Yes.
Wider, bigger.
It's like they're doing a concert at the wedding.
Do you understand?
I'm a victim of that.
Yeah, a lot of us are,
I'm
you know.
a victim of that.
So please, when you find out how many guests your wedding hall can take out 10% and stick with the rest 90% for your guests.
Yes.
So that you don't have a crowded wedding. You know, you don't have a crowded dance space. So now when people are dancing, they're actually dancing and not bumping into each other.
And so that there'll be enough space for the bride to pick
you know
money.
exactly.
I mean,
No, but that is crowded and then there's plenty of people around the money. You'll be seeing feet instead of money. So
there's no money going into the money bag. And
that money going on that
is important. So the next one
really.
Okay, so the next one is relying too much on promos and discounts.
What a heartbreaker.
See, guys, promos are good, discounts are amazing, but you need to use your head.
Yeah, use your number 6.
Honestly, because there are some things that are actually too good to be true. And you don't want everything of yours to be promo. See, in as much as it is promotional, it is a promotional discount. I mean, there's no way that the vendor would not be benefiting, you know, one way or the other. And you would also need to compromise on quality, you know, and very true. Quantity as well. So do not rely so much on discounts and promos. I mean, you see some people, they run after promos. Videography is doing promo, photography promo. Event planning promo.
Catering promo. Decor promo. Yeah, there are some people that in their wedding season they get all these promos, good prices, good discounts and all. But most of the time that promo sometimes means that you may not get everything in that package. Come on, it's a promo. The person has to feed now.
Exactly.
The person has to feed. So you might not get everything in the package, but you'll still get a good deal. You know, so there are some things that you should not rely so much on the promo. Some things go out of your way and say, okay, I know you're having a promo. Okay, can I get this and maybe for a further discount? Of course, every sensible vendor is going to compromise on that. Yes. Honestly.
Next to you.
Number 5 on our list is sometimes you need a lawyer when you want to plan your wedding.
Yes. Honestly. But the way you say that lawyer, please break it down.
Because really, there are some, these vendors, even planners.
Yeah.
By the time they give you their contracts, terms and conditions, modus operandi, you will fear. Because sometimes you don't even understand the terms. But seriously, if you do not understand some terms, don't just go off signing on it like that. Exactly. Get a lawyer friend or someone that understands these things better. Ask them to help you understand as well before signing. Because once you put pen to paper, you are tied. You are tied by that law, by that contract. Do you understand? So don't just go off signing contracts without understanding the necessary details there. Because there are always some hidden clauses.
Conditions.
There's some hidden clauses, some hidden conditions. Do you understand? So please understand before you sign. Exactly. And then if something is not up to your standard or what you expect, don't sign. Trash it out with whoever the planner or vendor is.
Yes.
and then come to an understanding and make sure everything is in writing.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you might agree something with a vendor.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's one of the representatives of that establishment or a staff that comes for the meeting or something.
Yeah.
And then you agree something with the person. 2 weeks to your wedding, that person travels.
What do you do?
What do you do? Because the next person that's going to take over doesn't even know what you agreed with the other person. So everything has to be in writing. Once it's in writing, the company has no other choice than to do that which was agreed upon.
Yes.
And then whenever that staff comes, they can handle it in the company. It doesn't concern you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The fact is that you had an agreement before you made payments.
Exactly.
So always make sure all those things are clear.
Well,
And then and then when it comes to other services like catering, car rentals, hotel bookings, stuff like that, try and test their services. Try and test their services. Don't just go with what you see or what you hear. Test their services so that you know you are getting the best deal for your money.
Even if, sorry, I have to cut you there. Even if you have to pay for the service,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it wouldn't cost a fortune.
Exactly.
Just pay
Yes.
so that you can have a feel of what that
you
service,
be of what you be expecting.
looks like or feels like. And there's also one question: do people still read terms and conditions like these days? Because that shit is a lot.
That's the reason why I'm
I don't know,
advising.
it's always long.
Yeah, it's always long, and then because of
Always
that, you
long.
just breeze through, and then you don't
And
see
you
anything at the end of the day.
You need to also understand the terms and conditions because it can be very confusing.
Mm-hmm.
They'll just use big grammar to come and scatter somebody's head.
That's why you need to speak to someone that understands it.
Exactly. That was what I was about to say.
You have to speak with someone that understands these things better than you or more than you do.
Yep.
To help you in the process so that you don't sign what you do not know.
Yes.
That's it. All right, so number 6.
So the 6th one is for the DIY bride. I know you can bake cake. I know you can decorate 2 halls in 5 minutes. I know you can sew your wedding dress yourself. I know, but you need to calm down. Brides, grooms, you need to calm down a bit. I mean, leave the work to the professionals to do their job. So that leads us to the next point: doing too much as a bride.
Yeah.
You know, you want to do this, you're everywhere, you're there, you're baking. I mean, what time do you need to rest, for God's sake? Sometimes, I mean, the best quality you get is probably from the ones you actually paid for, because there's no bias. I mean, it's professional.
Yeah.
I'm paying for a service, so give me what I paid for. So leave that DIY mentality. Leave it
at least for a bit.
You're supposed to get married once.
Yeah.
So you need to make it worth it. You need to make it count, and you need to make it amazing. And doing too much here and there, you're everywhere. I mean, I don't think it's going to yield any results.
It won't yield any good result, because at the end of the day, there are some things that you just want to be perfect, and because it's you, there is no way it to be perfect enough.
Yes.
That's the thing. There's no way to be perfect enough to your taste. That's just the truth. You know. And then this takes us to the next point, which is number 7. And this is, you can't please everyone.
Yep.
You cannot please everyone.
You can't.
So just have that in mind.
You can't.
You
are
can't
not
please
air.
everyone.
You are not water.
Even air
You are
doesn't
not
please
food. You are not food. So how are you going to please everyone?
You can't
It's not
please everyone. You
possible.
can't dance to everyone's tune. Honestly, humans are insatiable.
Yes.
So please do not kill yourself over trying to please everyone. Moving to the next one.
Okay, so the next one is choosing your bridesmaids.
Yeah.
I feel like for this one, grooms don't really have issues with it, because guys now, they don't keep things in their mind and all of that. But coming down to the ladies, bringing it home right here. So this is one thing, this is to my ladies. Choosing your bridesmaids can be a very daunting task.
Yeah.
I mean, you're supposed to keep sentiments aside. If you feel like you're not in good terms with the person, don't pick the person. Because you don't want somebody that's going to come and be grumbling on your wedding day, or carrying face,
oh goodness,
you know,
You
bringing
don't want
bad
that.
energy, negative energy. And all you need on that day is positive energy. Positive energy from everyone. So you don't want somebody that is going to be frowning, or you're going to be thinking of what you did to the person or what the person did to you, when you could have just avoided picking the person. So make sure you choose your bridesmaids wisely. For me, I would say pick bridesmaids that have energy, that can hype you. Some friends can hype you, even if you're doing nonsense, they will hype you. No, but it's true.
I like me those kind of friends.
Even if you're doing nonsense, they are going to hype you. So make sure you choose your bridesmaids, you know, wisely.
Yeah.
If you're not in good terms with them,
Just leave them.
So the next one is choosing vendors based on social media hype and costing. You feel like, oh, this person is not expensive, so he's not going to do a very good job. My
Wrong.
dear, you lie. It's true, you lie.
Yeah.
You need to choose vendors based on what they can do, based on if you are comfortable with the person, because I mean that also plays a very important role.
Yes, it does.
Because, for example, your photographers, your videographers, they'll be with you like most of the time, and you don't want to see somebody's face, or you don't want to be seeing somebody's face that
you don't like.
you don't like, or you're not comfortable with. So you also have to put your comfort, put the person's personality into consideration as well, and what the person can offer before choosing a vendor.
Yes, very, very important.
Yep.
Very, very, very important. So this brings us to the
Yes.
end of today's session, talking about 9 mistakes couples make
Yes.
when planning their wedding. So please feel free to send us any comments, any questions.
You have
We are here to answer them all.
everything, yes.
And please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please click on the subscribe button, that red button down below, and turn on the notification bell so you can get notifications on new videos that we have.
So that you'll
Up
be
for
the
you.
first person to
Yeah.
know anytime. Basically.
Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.